Hello everyone. Good day and welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to discuss about childhood anxiety. Just like adults, children and young people feel worried and anxious at times, and these feelings are a normal part of childhood. We can say that fear is a natural reaction to danger or threat, and anxiety is a reaction to a possible threat. Childhood anxiety refers to excessive worry, fear, or nervousness that interferes with their daily life, activities, and relationships. Usually, new fears and anxiety are short-lived and show that kids are learning. Up to 1 in 5 kids will develop anxiety disorders. Childhood anxiety disorders differ from normal fear or anxiety because they involve more extreme avoidance, bigger emotional reactions, or last longer than expected. Children with anxiety disorders often have emotional outbursts like crying or tantrums. They may also show a lot of avoidance. They might try to escape, hide, and be on the lookout for danger much of the time. In addition, kids often have body symptoms like stomach aches, headaches, nausea, vomiting, and shortness of breath or sleep issues. Anxiety in children can be categorized as separation anxiety disorder, specific phobias, social anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. Let's understand these types one by one. First of all is the separation anxiety disorder. Separation anxiety is a normal and important phase of early development that begins in most children when they're 8 to 12 months old. With normal separation anxiety, your child may fear strangers and not feel safe when you are not around. Separation anxiety usually gets better by the time kids enter preschool. However, separation anxiety considered as a disorder when it is more extreme and continues beyond this typical developmental period. Next disorder is about specific phobias. Normally, fear protects us from danger, so a certain amount of fear in kids is expected. Your child might be scared about something in particular, like storms or clowns or any variety of things. But specific phobias are extreme fears that are out of proportion with the actual threat of danger. This needs to be addressed. Social anxiety disorder is an intense fear of being judged or rejected in social situations. Your child might avoid public speaking or performing, or they might be so uncomfortable that they try to avoid interacting with others at school or other familiar settings, or have a hard time speaking to new people. They may even avoid social situations altogether. Next is generalized anxiety disorder. This one is related to excessive worry and fear about a range of different things that happen in daily life. Your child may also worry about the future more than other children their age. They may have many worries, or worries may change over time, but they're often worried about something. Last one is the panic disorder. Children with panic disorder have times when they feel extreme fear and anxiety, along with physical symptoms like a racing heart, heart palpitations, and dizziness, or they might feel like they can't breathe, dyspnea. These panic attacks can come on without warning and tend to go away within minutes to hours. Once we understood the types of anxiety, next job is to realize that what causes anxiety in children. Some kids are naturally sensitive and may have a hard time coping with change or strong emotions. These kids may have a biological or family tendency to be anxious. Anxiousness can also develop after stressful life events, and some people have many stressful events from a very early age, like the death of someone close to them. Moving to a new house or school, especially if those moves are frequent. Difficulty with getting enough to eat. Difficulty with safe places to live. Difficulty with consistent schooling. Parents who fight or argue, or separation and divorce. Bullying, abuse, or neglect. Next job is to understand that how to know that child is suffering from anxiety. Parenting can feel like a guessing game. Some children will use words to tell you about their anxiety. They might say something like, "I'm afraid to go to school because I'm worried I'll never see you again." Others might not know how to explain their feelings, but children also show signs of anxiety. They may worry and or cry more than other kids their age. Say they don't feel well. They might complain of an upset stomach, sore muscles, or headache. Have trouble sleeping, wake from nightmares, or be unable to sleep alone. Find it hard to relax or sit still. Anger easily. have a hard time focusing. Say they are not hungry or that they're hungry all the time. Shake, tremor. Refuse to go to school. Use the bathroom a lot. Children with anxiety are at increased risk for depression and substance use disorders later in life. They may struggle in school or with attending school. They're also at higher risk for suicide. Although complications of this condition are scary, but it is important to remember that treatments are available. Once it is established that the child is suffering from any type of the anxiety, then ways that we are going to discuss can be considered for treatment of anxiety in children. Number 1 is the treatment through cognitive behavioral therapy. This therapy helps children identify and challenge irrational thoughts and beliefs that contribute to their anxiety. Further, through this, children learn coping skills that aid with calming body reactions, thinking differently, and facing fears and challenges in smaller steps. Children can learn coping skills in individual therapy or group therapies. Parents can also learn about these coping skills so they can support their children in practicing them. Second one is the use of exposure therapy. Exposure therapy involves gradually exposing children to feared situations or stimuli in a controlled and supportive environment, helping them learn to manage their anxiety response over time. Thirdly, parental involvement plays a crucial role in supporting their child's treatment for anxiety. Parent training programs can help caregivers learn strategies for managing their child's anxiety and providing a supportive home environment. Parents can do things like talk to your child about their anxiety or worries. Reassure them and show them you understand how they feel. Help them to find solutions. If your child is old enough, it may help to explain what anxiety is and the physical effects it has on our bodies. Teach your child to recognize signs of anxiety in themselves and encourage your child to manage their anxiety and ask for help when they need it. Children of all ages find routines reassuring, so try to stick to regular daily routines where possible. If your child is anxious because of distressing events, such as a bereavement or separation, look for books or films that will help them to understand their feelings. If you know a change, such as a house move, is coming up, prepare your child by talking to them about what is going to happen and why. Try not to become overprotective or anxious yourself. Practice simple relaxation techniques with your child, such as taking 3 deep, slow breaths, breathing in for a count of 3 and out for 3. Distraction can be helpful for young children. For example, if they are anxious about going to nursery, play games on the way there, such as seeing who can spot the most red cars, turn an empty tissue box into a worry box. Get your child to write about or draw their worries and post them into the box. Then you can sort through the box together at the end of the day or week. Last is the use of medication. In some cases, medication may be prescribed by a qualified healthcare professional to help alleviate symptoms of anxiety, particularly when symptoms are severe or significantly impairing the child's functioning. Commonly prescribed medications for childhood anxiety include selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, and benzodiazepines. It's important for treatment to be tailored to the individual needs of each child, and for parents and caregivers to work closely with mental health professionals to develop an effective treatment plan. Additionally, early intervention is key to preventing long-term consequences of childhood anxiety and promoting healthy development. I hope this overview has provided you with a solid understanding of the basics of childhood anxiety. Please consider subscribing the channel if you like this video.